Let's see here. Are we live? Alright, let's check this audio here. Well, I got some interference. I'm glad I checked. What do we have going on here? Alright, let's check this audio here. Let's check. Checking 1, 2, 3. Well, I got some interference. I'm glad I checked. What do we have going on here? Alright, let's check this audio here. Let's check. Checking 1, 2, 3. Well, I got some interference. I'm glad I checked. Alrighty. Right, let's see here. Testing 1, 2, 3. Right, let's see here. Did I fix the audio? Testing 1, 2, 3. Did I fix the audio? Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, we're gonna go with that. All right. My name is Chris. I'm the South Bay Tech Guru. This is a quick and dirty SSD swap. I have actually two HPs very similar in model. Model 15-DB005DX HP laptops. SSD replacements on both machines. I've got this one here, the silver one. Goes right there. One of my biggest pet peeves with these HPs is that the screws for removing this bottom plate, 4 of which are hidden under this rubber piece here, and this one also. So really annoying. Just something to watch out for when you're swapping out anything inside of one of these HPs. Pull these individual screws out, and you got this one here, and then here often, if you're still working on an older machine that still has an optical drive, right here you often see 2 or 3 screws right about here. So you'll have this screw here holding the optical drive in. You undo that, you slide it out, you undo the 2 or 3 screws right here, and then you are able to pull out the optical drive, which allows you to remove the back plate. So anyway, SSD 980 from Samsung. It is, which camera? There's our hardware, SSD 980. So this is going to be a quick and dirty swap. I don't think this hardware will take Windows 11. It is older hardware. There's our failed part here. No, actually, yeah, this one is actually, it's not failed. This is the one that's only 128 gigs, which is ridiculous. Too small to be useful. So I'm putting both. We're actually downgrading this one. The other one has a similar hardware failure. The 1 terabyte drive is just really, really slow. So we're just going to go bother and replace it. Let's see here. Oop. Let's see. Let's see here. All right, show up, say hi, give me company while I do this repair. Okay, what do we want to do here? Best practices in this case, to remove the battery, we got 2 screws right here. slowness is the most common culprit or identifier for a failed SSD or mechanical hard drive. SSDs tend to fail similarly as far as speed goes. Let's see here. Oh, we got one more screw here. We're just removing the battery. Best practices is you do not want to zap anything. So we've just removed the primary 3 screws. There we go. Nice and easy. Swap that out. I don't think he has much data on that one because it only has 128 gig storage to deal with. Here is, where's our camera? Right there. There's your 980. And then we're gonna, I'll see if Windows 11 will fit. Generally speaking, if the hardware takes 11, I'm just doing an automatic upgrade to 11. I don't want people having to deal with in-place upgrades from Windows 10. Microsoft is just a little lazy about quality. I don't want to deal with things breaking, software installations breaking anyway. Alright, good. So obviously I didn't need to show you how to undo several Phillips screwdrivers, Phillips screws, for something relatively straightforward, I should say. Okay, there. Good, good, good. All right. Let's put these screws back. Here we go. Never been here before? Just a full-time IT guy. Shows off the work when it makes sense. Show up, say hi. In the chat, give me a phone call, 855-434-8787. That's pretty much all I'm up to. All right. What do you think? All right. Okay, we've just done the bulk of the hard work. The hardware is physically installed. This was an SSD swap for an HP Pavilion model 15-DB005DX. That's Delta X-ray. So before we screw it all back together, we're going to get this thing going. Again, we're going to do the same thing twice. 2 very similar models. There we go. Now it's basically intact. All we need to do now is reinstall Windows. And then we're going to turn that SSD into a USB drive and see whatever step they might have and drag it back onto the machine. Alright, let's see here. Let me move this charger. This is not. This charger. Put this aside here. Alright. Alrighty. Well, here we are. HP charger number 1. Yeah, we're basically the customer basically said these 2 machines. The other one is, what is it? It's an HP model 15-DB004DX. So there you are. I'm not even sure offhand what the difference is between these 2 models. I'm not going to sit here and figure out what obscure feature is different. Let's go ahead and plug this thing in. See what it does for us. Okay, let's get me a copy of Windows 11 and see if it installs. Let's see here. Let's turn this thing on. All right, that's plugged in. Okay, good. Windows. Let's see here. All these keyboards here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Lighting is lovely. You know what? That's the color. Let's try this. That helps a little bit better. Okay, let's turn it on. Maybe a direct shot will work. Let's see what that does for us. Too much reflectivity. Alright, looks like a CMOS battery might be dead. Okay, we don't need to fix that right now. So that's the little calculator battery that maintains certain technical settings, including the time. Let's just go ahead and boot. It's going to default boot to the USB since there's nothing on the internal drive. Alrighty. Hello, this is Chris. Yes, hi. Did you email me a link to this machine we're speaking of? Okay, I'm sorry. I haven't bothered to look at it. I get a lot of email and I might have overseen it or just not paid attention to it. Did you send, so you sent it to my, in my email. Do you want me to just get back to you and okay, what day did you send it so I can find it? Oh. All right. Oh, okay. Okay, so you're telling me you found a Lenovo laptop you think you like and you want me to confirm? Right. Right. I mean, I can imagine almost anything that you might be interested would probably be even overkill because you're such a light user.
Touchscreen IdeaPad.
Right. Well, I'm not a huge fan of the IdeaPads. They're generally less reliable because the screens bend all the way back, which makes them less reliable.
So you don't. Okay. Well, okay.
I'll send you a. Here, do you want to? Did you send? You didn't send me an email, so.
Anything though.
Yeah, you were just gonna buy something on Amazon.
Do I want to buy it?
I mean, do you use an iPad? I'm wondering if even an iPad is enough of a computer for you.
You think the iPad's the?
For a light user like you, I think a computer is overkill. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The iPad, won't hold any juice. I have to
Right.
constantly. So it's not worth buying a new. For quite a few
I
years.
think it's worth going to Best Buy and getting one of the salespeople to give you a tour of the iPad, just to see if that's what you might be worth checking out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll try it.
I'm thinking that's worth a trip. Spend 20 minutes in Best Buy and have the sales clerk hang out with you and go from there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't think you need a full computer. I know you're a very light user, and I think an iPad's going to keep you out of trouble.
Well, it hasn't so far, but okay. All right.
Yeah.
It, just that I was looking for a smaller screen because I moved my Lenovo computer, and it's getting to be a little cumbersome.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's why I was looking for something similar, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't think a full computer is. You're a light user. An iPad doesn't get a virus. You're not going to get lost in many ways to do something because a computer will give you 5 venues to anything. I think the safest way to stay out of trouble is an iPad because, well, do you have a smartphone?
Yeah,
Yeah, so you already have an iPad or an iPhone?
I have an iPhone.
Okay.
Gave me the-
Yeah, so an iPad. Okay, yeah, so an iPad is going to be a larger phone. It's going to work identically. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking it's going to be easier for you since you already are familiar with that environment.
Okay.
Yeah,
All righty. I appreciate your help.
sure.
Thanks a lot.
No problem.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. So there we are. Day in the life of an IT guy. 855-434-8787. Let's see here. We're just doing a Windows install, Windows 11 on this HP. Once this is done, I'll screw it all together. I'm going to take this USB drive and potentially get data off of it. I don't know that it's going to give me any data. There we go. On this failure of an, well, no. So basically, one of these drives is a failure, and the other one is just too small because it's shipped with a 128 gig drive. Yeah. Is this the drive? I'm looking for the size on this M2. Where's the size here? Part number, serial number, model number, HP part number. I think this is the 128 gig drive. Anyway, the things companies will do to keep prices down. Part number is just too small, unusable. Alrighty, installing Windows 11. Once this is done, I'm just going to flip it upside down, screw all those screws back together. The customer's okay without those rubber feet being installed. And then they'll basically have a usable machine. That's pretty much all there is to it. The work will be repeated. You know what? I could just do this twice here. Let me go ahead and do these both together. Obviously, this is not interesting enough for 2 different videos, so let me go get the other SSD. Alrighty. So again, this this HP is, hold on.
Hello, Chris Soberno.
Hi, this is Chris.
Hey, Chris, how's it going? I live in Hermosa Beach,
Yes.
and we got a new router, and I just need some help connecting TVs and
Sure.
extender, and I'm not that great. Is that something you guys do?
Yes. Do you know which router you got?
Yeah. I don't have it in front of me though. I'm at work.
Oh, okay, that's fine. You bought a router that did not come with the service though, right?
Came with a service. I called because we were having internet problems, and the guy's like, "Don't worry, I'm going to send you a new router." I think it's Frontier. So
Right.
they sent us a new router, and I can't connect I've got these Linksys extenders, so the extenders aren't working, so
Right.
the TVs aren't working, and the telephone's not working.
Okay. Do you know offhand? Okay, I don't want to bombard you with a bunch of technical jargon, but do you know what Linksys extenders you have? Because you kind of have to be a little particular about the extenders if you want them to work reliably.
Yeah, I've got the Linksys. It's the net. There's 3 little towers, and it's called the net.
Okay, yeah, we can get those going. Yeah, we should be able to get those going without too much issue. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want me to show up, or if you want to have a conversation again when you're in front of the hardware, that we can do that too.
I was thinking if you could show up, that would. And I live just right in Hermosa. So
Yeah.
You guys are in Riviera Village, right?
I used to be. Actually, I've moved a couple times since. I'm still in Redondo. I'm over on Nob Hill and PCH.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're around this week or something, that would be great. If you
What
could
about
call.
tomorrow? Are you available tomorrow?
Heck yeah. What time?
Okay. Oh, okay. So I figured you said you were at work. I assumed that maybe midday wasn't an option. But okay, yeah, let me see my calendar here. Let's see, tomorrow.
Morning's great for me.
Okay, I'm already booked up at 9:30, but I'll be available probably at 11. Would that work?
Let me see if my wife will be around.
Yeah, all right.
Or how about the next day? How about Wednesday morning?
Okay, Wednesday. I'm sorry, I totally missed your name.
My name's John.
John. Got it. Privet?
Wednesday morning, and I live on Circle Drive over by Martha's.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Cool. Hold on a second. All right. Can you give me your address?
Yeah, 2260 Circle Drive. 2260 Circle Drive. It's like 22nd in Manhattan Avenue.
Got it. So, but that's technically Hermosa?
Yeah, it's technically Hermosa.
Okay, so what time did we just say?
First thing in the morning, Wednesday, if you can make it.
Wednesday, so that would be about 10 a.m. Would that work?
Can you do anything earlier?
9:30?
9:30?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Got it. Cool. So,
What's your name again, Chris?
my name is Chris. Yes. Yes.
Tech Gurus.
Yes.
I swear to God, I just looked up on, I just Googled you and I found you, so like, we always have crap going on.
Cool.
And I may do some low voltage, I may do a bunch of other stuff, that'd be great.
All right. Sounds good. I'll see you Wednesday at 9:30.
Perfect, man, look forward to it. And then you charge by the hour, or how does it work?
By the hour, but I think I'll be able to knock down what you need within the hour. That's 160.
No, dude, stoked.
Cool.
See you then.
I'll see you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
And there you go.
That's it.
Bye. All right. Well, there we go. Thought it was hung up. All righty. So, a day in the life of an IT guy. South Bay Tech Gurus. All right. So this copy of Windows is just about done. Well, it's physically installed, but we still have another 20 or 30 minutes worth of downloading to do. All right. So this other HP here is again, it's a model 15-DB00. For DX. We're gonna do that one. All right. Okay, so now I gotta go grab me an Ethernet connection for this other HP. Let's see here. We got an Ethernet connection. Ethernet. There we go. There. All right. So, because it's Windows 11, let me show you this little trick. Most of us know, but some of you have never done this, might not know what's about to go on. Windows 11, if it's a home edition, okay, it is not going to populate that next button down below, right here, until we give it an internet connection. So we're going to play Indian Giver and give it an Ethernet connection temporarily. Let's get rid of our Ethernet, our USB stick here. All right, there, we just plugged in Ethernet, and watch this. Identifying, 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 and connected. Now the blue next populates, and now we can remove the Ethernet. The reason we're undoing the Ethernet is because what we don't want is a logged in Microsoft account. Customer's not here. As a policy, do not like to ask my customers for their login information. That's cumbersome, and of course, I don't want to deal with owning their property. So, I'm trying to... Oh, I can't get the darn Ethernet out. Come on. Hold on. Do. Oh, come on. Ethernets. What is his name? All right. There we are. HP. There we go. That Ethernet cable was annoying. All right, here we go. While this thing's busy updating, I'll go ahead and install the SSD into this other HP. Both these machines are the same customer. Oh my goodness. Here we go. All right. Oh, shoot. Did it still? Okay, try this again. Next. There we go. Go back. There we go. So now you have to unplug the Ethernet connection. There. So it doesn't bother you. Next. Next. Accept. Now we can do some updating. Alrighty. That's pretty much it. That HP is basically on its way to being done. There we go. And we got all the screws out. Good. Okay. Ah, I see the difference between these two machines. I remember now. This particular machine takes either Alright, so this particular machine, there we go, let's do this. Here's this other machine here. This machine is either just another model or it's an older model. So as you see here, we have a mechanical drive. This machine is slow, it's behaving like a bad drive. So I'm actually going to remove this and replace it with this machine also takes an M2 right here. So I'll be installing the same hardware right here. Alrighty. Okay, again. Yeah, the rest of this machine looks identical. Removing the battery. Let's see here. There we go. It looks like this other machine just came up and is asking for updates. There we go. I'm removing the battery just for safety. I don't want to zap anything. So I'm going to gently remove this battery. There we go. And now I'm going to, as you can see, I'm actually going to remove the internal hard drive, mechanical hard drive. I haven't actually done a hard drive in a while. Let's see here. Let's see. Alrighty, mechanical drive has been removed, and now we're putting in an SSD, the same 980 we just installed on the other, almost duplicate. Okay, this particular screw does not like this screwdriver. Let's see here. Oh, I hate it. Some of these screws are a little finicky. You know what? Let me go find another screwdriver that's a little more friendly. Let's try this one. You wouldn't think so, but sometimes this screw here, this Gearhead branded screw, you'd think it's sized for an automotive use, but it actually works really well. Here's our sizing, if you want to know what screw works for some of these screws. There we go. Okay, so now this little laptop screw actually works perfectly with this screwdriver. So this is where we're going to install here's our SSD. We're going to use the external utility to make that internal mechanical drive a USB drive. There. The difficult part of the work is done. Now I'm going to put the battery back in place. Good. Let's go ahead and do a restart for the other laptop. Restart. Okay, good. Alrighty. If you've never been here before, my name is Chris. I'm an IT guy. I do this full time. When it makes sense, I film the work. I explain exactly what's up, and of course you get to see me live do the work so you can also see how it all works in real time, unedited. Show up, give me a call, 855-434-8787. Alrighty. So I'm physically installing an SSD into two laptops that are very similar. It looks like this particular machine I'm physically handling right now supports both a mechanical 2.5-inch drive and an M2. So I'm doing the M2 upgrade on one and an M2 swap on the other. Alright, good. Good, good, good. So there's our mechanical drive. And now I'm going to put this machine back together. It is physically intact. There we go. Good, good, good. Okay, so now we're going to do some updates. Actually, before we do updates, let's install Windows 11 on this other machine. How is our battery? Looks like it's got some ways. Alrighty. That's done. Let me, I don't want to unplug the other machine because it's reliant on power. The battery's not charged enough. So I'm going to plug both of these HPs in. We'll have dueling banjos in just a moment. Let's see here. That's that.